During this segment of the program, we're going to spend some time talking about community theater, specifically something called the Steel River Playhouse, which is up in Pottstown. And we have an opportunity to talk about a production which is going to be kicking off, I believe, this weekend. Much Ado About Nothing. Of course, that's a famous William Shakespeare play, and they're going to be performing that at the Steel River Playhouse. We have an opportunity to spend a few minutes with Michele Bolay. She is the director of this production. And Michele, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We want to talk a little bit about the production, but first give us some background on the Steel River Playhouse. What's the backstory there?
So the Playhouse is celebrating its 10th season, and there's a lot of special things going on surrounding that. And it's a little bit of a hybrid. It is a community theater, but some of the staff and designers are paid for their work, which is a pleasure for us. But there's also still a strong feeling of not only being a part of the Pottstown community, but of the larger community theater family in the area.
What is the venue like? What is the theater like?
It's really a very cool building. I believe it was an old department store. So there's still, you still see some of the open steel beams from Bethlehem Steel, and beautiful lobby that you walk into. Some really nice state-of-the-art lighting and sound things. So it's a really great use of an old building in Pottstown.
When I was a kid, I grew up in the Upper Perkiomen Valley. So when I was a kid, if my mom didn't take me to Hess's in Allentown, we went over to High Street in Pottstown, which was a shopping district before the Coventry Mall was even thought of, I think. So,
yes.
So that's the history, really, of Pottstown right there, is the commercial aspect of it. Well, I think a lot of folks are familiar with William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. Why did you select this particular time to produce that well-known play?
The education department does a lot with the teens in the area, and they had done 2 previous workshops on Shakespeare, one on Macbeth and one on The Tempest last year, which I directed. And with the 10th anniversary, Artistic Director Lena Devlin really wanted to bring some new things to our audiences. And so she thought, what a good year to premiere a main stage Shakespeare play, and we decided to choose this one because it is popular and it is very accessible. I think sometimes people are a little afraid of Shakespeare. They think it's, very intellectual and they're not going to understand it. But Shakespeare was a businessman, so he makes sure there's a lot of action and comedy and romance going on to keep everyone entertained. So we think it'll be a really good introduction to people who haven't seen Shakespeare before, but will still be faithful enough to hit all the Shakespeare fans in the area.
I thought that's an interesting comment. I never thought about that, but Shakespeare was an artist and also a businessman, so he understood the commercial side of things.
Absolutely.
What about this particular production? Are you satisfied as the director as to how it's come together?
Yes, we go into our final dress rehearsal tonight, and we have had some great designers working on it. There's a cast of 18 people from various locations in the area who are extremely talented. We have people who've been doing Shakespeare for years. We have people who are younger and are a little bit newer to theater and to Shakespeare. So it's a nice mix of people. And yes, it's funny. It moves quickly. The 2 romances are interesting. There is a group of comic characters who do silly things. So I think, there's something for everyone, and there are also themes that are pretty universal that people will recognize even today.
When are your shows?
We open on Friday night. So the shows run March 8th through 24th, and primarily Friday and Saturday evenings at 8. There's a Thursday evening. There are Sunday matinees at 2 for people who don't feel like driving in the dark. And all of that is at steelriver.org. People are interested in buying tickets online or calling the box office or finding out more about the show.
Steelriver.org is the website. And Michele, we appreciate the time this morning. Good luck with Much Ado About Nothing up at the Playhouse, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.